Although the national average mortgage rates have been steadily increasing over the past few weeks with the jobs reports coming out and all of that, we've still seen some of the highest increases in median sales prices for single family homes since the COVID era. What does this all mean for you? Let's talk about it so you can make the best decision for you and your family. If this is your first time watching one of my monthly market updates, welcome. I try to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. We go over 3 key metrics: median sales price, so you know how much homes are being sold for, the number of homes actually being sold, and the median days on market, so you know how fast the market's moving. We go over month-to-month changes, and we also go over year-over-year. And then at the very end, we'll go over the 7-day average for mortgage rates across the nation and see how those changes affect our market changes here in San Diego. So first up, we have detached homes. We're going over the month-to-month change, so the change from January to February 2024. So if you look at the top number, the median sales price in January was $980,000, and then the median sales price in February 2024 was $1,045,000. That is a 6.6% increase. The month-to-month change the previous month from December to January was only 3.3%. So we literally doubled in 1 month. Next, we have number of homes sold. In January 2024, 858 homes were sold. In February last month, we had a 127 home increase to 985 homes. That is a huge increase in the span of a month. We'll go over it later how the mortgage fluctuations affected the number of homes being sold, but just take note that is a huge month-to-month change. Next, we have median days on market, or how long homes are selling or staying on the market for. In January 2024, it was 22 days. Now, in February, it sped up to 13 days, or almost 2 weeks. So by the time the home's listed, it's off the market in 2 weeks. That's a 9-day decrease or speed up in 1 month. Next, we have year-over-year change for single-family homes. If you look at February 2023, the median sales price for single-family homes in San Diego County was $899,000. Now, in February 2024, the median sales price is $1,045,000. That is a 16.2% increase. That is crazy. So that triggered me to go back and do some more research. And the only time we've seen crazy jumps like that was back in COVID. From February 21 to February 2022, that increase was 17.4% in the height of the COVID market. So we're coming back towards COVID era pricing. So just take that into consideration when you're trying to time the market or deciding when to sell or whatever you're trying to do, which you shouldn't. But just take into consideration, we are 1.2% off of COVID prices in February. Let that sink in. Next, we have homes sold. We actually had less homes sold year over year than we did back in 2023. 2023, we had 1,025 homes sold. In February 24, we had 985 homes sold. So that's a decrease of 40. Essentially, less homes are being sold for 16% more than they were a year ago. So that goes back to supply and demand. So if anybody's trying to say like, oh, the housing market's crashing in San Diego or people are leaving, sure, there are some people leaving San Diego, but there's also a lot of wealthy people coming to San Diego and Southern California, as you can see by this price increase. Like, the homes are still selling no matter what, no matter how much they're listed for, homes are still going and they're moving faster. So next we have days on market. Year over year, the median days on market actually sped up by 8 days, so even faster than the month-to-month change. So now in February 2023, homes took 21 days to sell. Now they're taking 13. So they're selling for more. There's less homes that are selling for more and they're selling faster. So if you're trying to get in the market to buy a home, you have to take this into consideration. Be decisive, have a game plan, decide what areas and neighborhoods you want to go to, tour neighborhoods before you even get there. And then when you go in strong, because you're competing with a ton of other offers. The last 3 clients I had that got our offers approved, we were up against 9 or 10 other offers. So speed up the closing day, how long it takes for you to close, right? We try to do 12 to 14 days. Make sure your EMD is squared away and move fast. Stay on top of your paperwork, stay on top of your communication so you can compete in this crazy market. Now, before we go to condos and townhomes, I want to have a quick word from our sponsor. Hi, my name is Ian Collins. I'm a real estate advisor here in San Diego County. If you have any questions about any of this information that we're doing and you need it specifically tailored to you, go down to my description below. There's a link where you can set up a free 30-minute phone call. And maybe you're not ready to do all of that. Right below that, I put another link that gives you access to my free weekly newsletter where I put links to trades and people that I work with. So if a pipe bursts in the middle of the night, you know who you need to call. All sorts of amazing information just for free. You just gotta click down there, put in your name and your email, and you get it to your inbox every week. Now, on to condos and townhomes. All right, now on to condos and townhomes. The median sales price change from January 2024 to February 2024 was a 3.8% change. Back in January, the median sales price was $650,000, and then in February, it jumped up to $675,000. So a $25,000 change in a month. Next, we have homes sold. In January 2024, there was 527 homes sold, but back in February, it jumped up 92 homes to 619 homes sold in the month of February. Now, once again, we can attribute it back to the slight dip in mortgage rates back in the middle of January, but still, that's a big jump for 1 month. And lastly, we have days on market. The median days on market in January was 23, and then in February it was 15. So an 8-day decrease in the amount of times that homes stayed on the market. So once again, it's heating up, it's moving fast. Now we're gonna take a little step back and look at the year-over-year change. For condos and townhomes, for February 2023, the median sales price was $618,500. And then back in February 2024, it was $675,000, which is a 9.1% increase in median sales price. Then we have homes sold. There was 581 homes sold in February 2023. And then in February 2024, there was 619, like we talked about earlier. So that's a 38 home increase year over year. So it's not just the fact that maybe homes are slower in January because we're getting out of the holiday season. Year over year, it's also increasing the number of homes that are being sold. So the market is moving faster and faster. And this is not my opinion. These are just numbers handing out to you. And lastly, we have days on market. The median days on market in February 2023 was 19 days. And then last month, February 2024, it was 15 days. So homes are selling 4 days faster than they did a year ago. If you look at this holistic picture, whether it's condos and townhomes or single family residences, all of them are getting more expensive, selling faster. Take that into consideration when all these gurus or crazy people are telling you that San Diego market's crashing. There's nothing to suggest that. You can verify, and if you put a comment below, I'll even send you a link to where you can verify all this stuff. And lastly, we have everybody's favorite topic, or maybe least favorite topic, 7-day average mortgage rates across the nation. As of the end of the leap year, or February 29th, the 7-day average for 30-year fixed rate mortgages was 6.94%. For 15-year fixed rate mortgages, it was 6.26%. And as always, if you have a 15-year fixed rate mortgage, please comment below. I would love to talk to you because you're like a unicorn. So earlier we talked about how there was such a huge surge of homes being sold and condos and townhomes being sold from January to February. 127 more detached single-family homes being sold and 92 more condos and townhomes being sold in February. So if you go and look back to January 18th, the 7-day mortgage average dropped down to 6.6%, or 0.34% less than it currently is. And that right there spurred an extra 225 homes to be sold. 0.35% change, 225 more homes were sold. So what you can take away from this is that a lot of the buyers in San Diego are extremely sensitive to the mortgage rates. So if you're trying to strategize a great time to get in, if you look at the chart, the mortgage rates are kind of on a slight trend upwards, meaning that's going to keep a lot of people at bay. Probably when we do the April monthly market update to go over what happened in March, it's probably going to be a much different story because now we're up 0.34%. So we'll see if 0.35% mortgage rate change equals to 225 more homes being sold and skyrocketing the price. Let's see what happens when it's the inverse. So another play to come back in April and check back and see how this slight increase or trending upwards in the mortgage rates has affected how many homes are being sold and the prices. And lastly, I have a couple key takeaways for you to really internalize and take away from all this. Number one, the median sales price for single family homes from December to January was 3.3%. From January to February, it was 6.6% or doubled. Understand this trending upwards. Check back in next month in April to see how the upward trend of mortgage rates is going to affect that number. Maybe it stalls out a little bit, who knows. Next one, there was a 14.8% increase of single family homes being sold. Remember, we talked about it. That slight dip in the middle of January, January 18th, caused a 14%, almost 15% increase in the amount of homes being sold in San Diego. Once again, use that as a strategy. If you can afford to buy something now, you can avert 14.8% more competition because the interest rates are higher. So internalize that. Next, single family homes, the median sales price was 16.2% year over year. The last time we saw something like this was in COVID from 2021 to 2022 when it was 17.4%. So remember, we are 1.2% away from being exactly how it was in COVID timelines. And lastly, and most importantly, home prices and days on market and amount of homes being sold are extremely sensitive to the mortgage rates. After the mortgage rates start to trend downward, that's too late. That means the competition already doubled. You acted too late. If you were trying to sell your home now and purchase another home, you're still going to get a 16.2% year over year increase, but still have less competition than you would if you wait until the rates start dropping. That makes sense. Once again, I'm here for if you have any questions about your situation. And remember, this is just San Diego County as a whole. So every zip code, every neighborhood acts a little bit differently. And if you want questions about your home and your neighborhood, feel free to click those 2 links below in my description. And because YouTube is 10 times smarter than I am, it's telling me that you would like this video right here. So watch it and I will see you next time.